Uh, 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 uh. Security update. 12:39, May 19th, 2025. It is Monday afternoon. We're at max power. And I found an underground network today. Oh, boy. There's been all kinds of strange shit going on. Strange people walking by with loud radios in their pockets, walking around like they have a chip on their shoulder. And they stand in front of the house, in front of the geocaching pole. And I found, let's see here. Here we go. Yep, there's the numbers. Okay. We're waiting for Wi-Fi. Did you see that pulse, how that camera did that? Android security includes updates of Android security patches through 1 April 25. You know what I heard about OpenAI's fucking updates in April? There's some weird shit going on. But I will say this. One thing for certain, two things for sure. This phone I'm using right now did not get a security update today, and it's an Android. And I had people standing here at this telephone pole. We're going to go take a walk over there. Come on. We're going to take a walk over there. Because someone was just standing there on their cell phone. And I discovered an underground network today. A 0 day. And I called it Ben 0 Day. Ben 0 Day. You still selling products for Apple, Ben? Verizon Artificial Intelligence. You know, I talked to their supervisor. Told them I'm working on an artificial intelligence for them. They're going to have it sit there and they're going to have the artificial intelligence sit there and listen to customer calls. Like they don't have it now. Because if they don't have it, it's pretty obvious because the humans are getting their asses whipped. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change my elevation here too. Don't really want to touch this pole. Where's it at? It's still here. Did it get shocked by lightning? You see this? Oh, the harmonics are back to green again. They find their way back through. This is called geocaching. Or geocaching. Geocache. There's a cute little number in there. Anybody want the number? You could all just say you come here and find it. Because you could use your artificial 3D robots to say you're here. Especially if it looked like me. Like, how many robots do I have running around here? Oh boy. What's this? Alright, I'm touching the pool. Oh, what's inside of here? Oh, there it is. What's inside of here? Better worker. We're getting new polyethylene today, high density polyethylene. They're working up the street. This pole's a little bit crooked here. And I really don't like being here and touching this damn pole. Because if you see the cracks in this goddamn fucking wood and these insulators coming down, because it was struck by lightning a few times. And when you strike shit with lightning, boy, it rips the electrons right out of the goddamn fucking air, for Christ's sakes. Imagine what it did to this wood. And it's sprayed with some type of retardant for fire. Because I can smell it now. Pole's pretty hot. Pole's hot. And there's someone just standing here on their cell phone. And I have a very bad problem coming from this direction, especially on this potted can right. Where's it at? You know what I just come to realize? This potted can doesn't want to focus. You know what I just come to realize? Fuck this. This is fucking crazy. Like, it's not even crazy. It's just like so surreal. Hey, buddy, how are you? What's your name? What are we doing with you? Put some spores on the ground here. Spores complete circuits on cell phones, they said today. Talked to Verizon guy himself in front of the police station. It was a really nice dude. He gave me a couple of cigarettes. We sat there and shot the bull for a little bit whenever I had more ignorance than I do now. But he was a really cool dude. Gave me a couple of smokes, had shot the bull with me. But he's the one who informed me that we're using mushroom spores to complete circuits on cell phones. Do communications. Found ground network today, by the way. Found a ground network. But here's what I'm what I was thinking about not too long ago, before I seen that security update on my phone. How many people in a individual barns here got security updates today? I'm not going to tell you who all made it to my notification. Well, how many people got? You guys already know who's on the fucking notifications. There's probably nobody that listens to this damn video that don't know who made it to my notifications. Someone left a hat here. But I was just thinking, security updates, blah, 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 blah. The internet hit the market back here. Oh, what's this? Cincinnati Bengals. No shit. My cousin plays for the Cincinnati Reds. He's in Tennessee right now. But anyways. The internet come out in what, 90, it was just 30 years last year. So like 95, 96, somewhere, or 94. 30-year anniversary just made its way around. You know who reminded me of that? Bill Gates. I was on X, and the feed, I didn't have a user account at the time, but somehow that computer knew who I was. And it just funneled me through, and Mr. Bill Gates come up. Today's the 30-year anniversary of the fucking internet. Wow, Bill's a history buff. But anyways, now it got me to thinking. They said back in, you remember the movie Blow? With Johnny Depp in it. And I hear he's in like some big shit with Diddy parties and shit. The movie Blow. Guy bought the dude from Boston. Started out with weed. And then somehow he got stuck with a bag of alkaloid, like 100 pounds of this shit or something. And he sold it in 2 days. And these guys were like, you know what? We don't know who the fuck you are, but you're coming with us. How the fuck you sell that much blow in fucking 2 days and come up with all this money? Okay, and they took him down to go meet this man named Pablo Escobar. And that was in the 70s or 80s. And this guy was in power for so long, not power, but this guy had he had the mentality to do this illegal business. It's illegal in the United States of America, but it really shouldn't be because it has DEA numbers. But anyways, so the 70s and 80s, even in the movie, George Young stated, if you had any of this shit in the late 70s and the 80s, it come from me. About 90% of the shit that come into the United States of America come from me. So this was Pablo's like #1 man for the United States of America. And he is, I think, finally just deceased as of recently. Boy, I would love to fucking hear some of the stories from him. What they did with communications. Because if you do watch the movie Pablo, and then you could correlate this and do a fact check with a website, what happened at his time of death? He was on a rooftop, he went out in a shootout, but for years. This guy had these fucking assholes scratching their heads how he's communicating. Sort of like the woodpecker signal.